After refusing to fall in line with the rest of the girls at her local rink to learn figure skating, Kendall Coyne donned her first pair of hockey skates at the age of 3 and hasn't ever looked back.
So who was your biggest influence into getting you into playing hockey?
My biggest influence was definitely my older brother, Kevin. I was 3 years old. My parents put me in figure skates, and like most girls 20 years ago, and sure enough, I lasted a week, and I just wanted to be like my brother and do what my brother did and wear black skates like him, and so he was definitely my influence.
What do you think kind of drove you to want to play at a collegiate level, and especially here at Northeastern? I meant you're from Chicago area, right? So it's a big jump coming to Boston.
Yeah, definitely. And my brother came out here to Becker College for his 4 years, so I was out east and familiar a little bit with the East Coast, and going through the recruiting process, just the co-op program that Northeastern has to offer, the city of Boston, and the biggest thing was Coach Flint, that he cares about us as people more than hockey players, and so those were kind of the driving factors to my decision.
Well, with a little bit on that, with the co-op program and getting to be right here in the city at Northeastern, you do a lot of off-ice work that I don't think many fans of yours are quite familiar with. Can you describe to us maybe some of your favorite places and charities that you get to go visit with being here in Boston?
Yeah, I mean, as a team this year, we were able to go to Cradles to Crayons, and I actually went there during the Olympic year with some of my teammates, and so just experiencing that, it's not something that you can just go once and you forget about it. It really touches you, and it makes you want to continue to give back. And so as a team, we went there in the first semester. For me personally, I do a lot of stuff back home with the Ronald McDonald House charities of Chicagoland and Northwest Indiana. I'm an ambassador with that organization, and this past summer we ran an Olympic day where there was a lot of other Olympians there, and we were able to, I was sharing my experiences with the kids, and trying to take them through the life of, and just putting a smile on their face, and that's the driving force of why you keep going back. And it's just they're not fortunate enough to be healthy to play a game like hockey, and so just going into the Ronald McDonald House, you want to keep going back.
Well, with being an ambassador, when I looked upon that, you're quite young to the usual people that they have that kind of present those roles and can fill those shoes. Do you think that maybe you underestimate the power that you have, that you can display this to children, and especially young girls, about this is the steps you can take to succeed and so forth?
Yeah, definitely. And when they offered the position as an ambassador, I read the email a couple of times. Am I reading this right? Am I reading this right? And then it's just, I felt so strongly the first time I walked in there. They introduce you, and you're almost in tears, as in the kids are so excited to see you, and I'm like, I don't want to hear, you guys don't want to hear about me, I want to hear all about you guys. And so it's just having that mutual feeling for each other, and just putting a smile on the kids' faces and the parents, and just being able to answer questions and hope that they're telling them that there's hope and that they can do it. And my dreams came true, and I know their dreams may be as serious as living another day, but it's just giving them the hope that can happen.
Do you have a favorite family, or maybe a favorite child that you met, or I shouldn't say favorite, maybe a special moment with a child, or something that's kind of stuck out to you, and to know that this is why you return and this is why you give back?
This wasn't with the Ronald McDonald House, but this was with an organization in the south suburb of Chicago I was working with called Shannon Speedsters, and they're a group of girls who, it's about physical activity and staying motivated, being fit, and giving back to the community, something that I'm obviously very passionate about. And I went and talked to the kids about my experiences, and I got an email about a year later of a girl who started to play hockey because she met me, and she loves it, and her Christmas list was all goalie gear. I'm not a goalie, but she put on skates, and so it was just, I was like, that's awesome. And I'm kind of got the chills talking about it, that it is growing the game, and she loves the game, and I actually met her this past summer when I went to talk to them again, so it was pretty cool.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Do you feel like it's something that's, where did you get this from? Is it from maybe like a family member or so forth? This kind of driving spirit that you have to help young girls to transition to women, into understanding that hockey may be a men's sport for right now, but it's definitely something that's up and coming for females, and that if they dream it, they can find a spot in it.
Yeah, I think, when I was younger, we lost one of our dearest family friends to AML cancer, and it was called the Ford Julie Foundation. It still is in existence, and I was brought to that stage at such a young age, and seeing the work that my parents and family friends do to help others are affected by AML cancer, it's really impacted me. And I think, being blessed to play hockey, or it could be figure skating or anything, it's just having the opportunity to actually play the game you love and live a healthy life you don't take it for granted after you've seen and been affected by things at such a young age like that. So I think it's just like continuing to have a positive spirit for others that might not have that.
You've had a pretty great career even before the Olympics, and now you're turning back to Northeastern and to Hockey East play. You are now the all-time leader in points for this Northeastern kids team. What does that mean to you to know that there's a little bit of a Kendall Coyne legacy here?
Yeah, it's definitely an honor, and to pass someone like Coach Witt is even bigger honor. And doing it against her team at New Hampshire was pretty special. And obviously she was my coach here as a freshman, and every freshman needs a little bit of extra guidance, a little bit of push, a little bit of motivation to get out and experience Northeastern. And she was definitely that person for me, and so that was pretty special. And obviously sharing the Olympic experience with her, so it's definitely an honor, and it wouldn't be possible without the teammates I've played for the last 4 years here.
Where do you see Kendall Coyne in 5 years?
In 5 years, well, Elizabeth, I don't know where I'll be tomorrow, but in 5 years.
In 5 years. Where would you like to be?
I hope I will have my dream job of working in professional sports. Obviously, as we've been talking about, I really have a driving passion to work in like a community development office in any professional sports organization, and just living a happy life, and continuing to help inspire other kids. And I'm really passionate about teaching little kids how to skate, and I think they're so cute. So I don't know where it is, but I'll get back to you.